Have you ever wanted to just dive into AI, to really get your hands dirty and train your own models, but you felt like you hit a wall? You know, the one that says you need some kind of supercomputer? Well, we're going to tear that wall down today. I'm going to show you how to set up your own professional-grade AI lab. And the best part? It's completely 100% free. Let's jump right in. So here's the core issue, right? Your laptop, my laptop, they're amazing for most things. Email, browsing, spreadsheets. They do one thing after another, sequentially, but AI models, they're a totally different beast. They need to do millions, even billions of calculations all at the exact same time. It's called parallel math. Trying to do that on a regular computer, well, it's like trying to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool with a teaspoon. It would take days, maybe forever.
And this is the game changer, Google Colab. The easiest way to think about it is like Google Docs, but for code. You're just typing in your web browser, but all the heavy lifting, all that insane math is happening on Google's incredibly powerful servers in the cloud. It's not using your computer's power at all. This means you could be on a 10-year-old laptop and still have the power to train a cutting-edge AI.
And look, we're not talking about a small speed bump here. By tapping into a professional-grade GPU, a graphics processing unit, through Colab, you're looking at something like 100 times faster training. Let that sink in. An experiment that would have taken you a whole week on your laptop, you can get it done in just a few minutes. It's a massive difference.
So how do we actually tap into all this power? That brings us to our very first and honestly our most critical step. We're going to activate your supercomputer. This isn't just some minor setting. This is the moment you flip the switch and connect to the serious hardware that's going to do all the work for you.
Okay, pay close attention here, because this is the one thing people always forget, and it makes all the difference. At the top of your screen, you're going to see a menu called Runtime. Click that. Then, find the option that says Change Runtime Type. A little window will pop up. See where it says Hardware Accelerator? Click the drop-down and choose T4 GPU. That's it. That one click is the key to the whole kingdom.
Of course, we don't just hope it worked. We're going to verify. This little chunk of code here is our system check. It uses a super common AI library called PyTorch to basically ask the system a simple question. Hey, do you have one of those special CUDA GPUs ready for me to use? It's just a quick confirmation that our command went through.
And when you run that code, boom, this is what you want to see. GPU available, yes. That single word is your green light. It means you are officially connected, your AI lab is powered on and ready to go.
All right, we've got the power. Now we need to make sure we don't lose our work. That brings us to step 2, which I like to call creating your save button. Because without this step, everything you build could just disappear. So think about it. What happens when you close that browser tab or your internet disconnects? It's a really important question. See, a Colab environment is what we call ephemeral. It's temporary. It's like you're borrowing this amazing computer, but as soon as you close the tab, it's wiped clean. Everything you just did is gone.
And this is exactly why mounting your Google Drive is absolutely essential. It is the save button for your entire AI project. It creates a permanent link, a bridge, between that temporary machine you're borrowing and your own personal storage. Anything you want to keep, datasets, trained models, notes, you can save it right to your drive.
And just like activating the GPU, it's just a simple piece of code. You run these 2 lines, a window will pop up asking for permission to connect to your Google Drive, you say yes, and that's it. You've just built that permanent bridge to save all your hard work.
And this message right here is your confirmation. Once you see that your drive is mounted successfully, you can relax. Your save button is active. You now have a permanent, safe place for everything your lab produces. You're in control.
We are so close. The power is on, our storage is secure, now it's just time for the final setup and launch. Think of these as the last few pro tips to make sure your lab isn't just a temporary workspace, but a really well-organized professional environment.
So a few final checks. First, it's just good practice to make some folders in your drive to keep your data and models from becoming a total mess. Next, we'll import the standard libraries we'll need. And here's a real pro tip, setting a random seed. A lot of AI has a bit of randomness, and setting a seed just ensures you can get the exact same results every single time you run your code. It makes your experiments reproducible.
And with that, we have confirmation. All systems are go. Your GPU is humming along, your storage is connected, your libraries are loaded, and your setup is complete. Your AI laboratory is officially open for business.
So let's just take a second here. A few minutes ago, you were probably thinking you were limited by the computers sitting in front of you. But now,
You have free access to a professional AI lab that's on par with what experts use every single day. The biggest barrier to getting started in this field has just been completely vaporized for you. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?